Takes Prison Story family salute, y'all. It's your boy Tim Snow back here with another good one. I want to send a shout out especially to Dr. Larry, man. He had to go to the hospital, found out he got congestive heart failure. Y'all know that's serious as hell. So I'm going to take over his crackhead update today. And my crackhead report is I tried to go to the store, buy me a vanilla and 2 egg rolls, and somebody was robbing it. I said, what? People are running out of the store, chasing him. He ran around the corner, jumped in his car, and his car wouldn't start. They wrote down his license plate and everything, y'all. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That's my crackhead update. And as you can see by the title here, we got a good one. Sure do. It's not even an imaginary one. You know, a lot of people, when they talk about the prison system, they think small. They only think statewide. Like, is California better than Texas? Is Texas more bad than California? Stuff like that. They never quite consider the federal system where these guys have collided before, where sometimes they coexist, sometimes they can't coexist, things like that. So I actually did a little bit of researching, talked to a couple people, found out a couple things, and this is the incident right here, Florence, Colorado, at the USP when the California Emmy and the Mexicanami collided. And I'm gonna read it to you right here, because I'll tell you what, I never even realized it happened. 1996, y'all. Okay. Listen, this case arises out of the efforts of prison officials at the United States Penitentiary in Florence, Colorado to control violent gang activity and protect general inmates from physical harm. On February 14, 1996, 4 inmate members of 2 rival prison gangs, the Texas Mexican Mafia, aka the Mexicanami, and the Mexican Mafia from California, were involved in a physical altercation during which weapons were used. 3 of the 4 inmates were physically injured, with 1 sustaining near-fatal stab wounds. After investigating the incident, prison officials concluded there was a significant, can't even talk. After investigating the incident, prison officials concluded there was a significant likelihood of further hostility between the 2 gangs. Indeed, prison officials determined that the 2 gangs had invoked a kill on sight policy for each other, under which gang members were directed to kill members of the other gang on sight, no matter what. Prison officials responded by placing associates and members of the 2 gangs in administrative detention, pending conclusive evidence of their ability to cooperate with each other. Using a 10-point classification system, prison officials classified these guys as members based upon their appearance in group photographs, validated members associated with, and just saying how they validate them. Members of both gangs remained in administrative detention until March 1st, 1996, when 4 members from each gang were released in an effort to reintroduce the 2 groups into general population. Shortly after their release into general population, members of the 2 gangs engaged in another violent altercation. 1 prison staff member was stabbed twice in the hand while attempting to stop the altercation. Eventually, the entire institution was placed into a lockdown status, and the inmates involved in the altercation were returned to the administrative detention. After investigation, prison officials determined that the altercation was a direct result of the previous incident between the 2 gangs, and that any attempt to house the 2 groups together would likely result in further violence or death. On January 29, 1998, prison officials learned that the leaders of 2 gangs had declared a peace treaty with each other. Based upon this information, prison officials began to incrementally release members of both groups from administrative detention into general population. So they actually did collide. USP Florence went 2-on-2. 3 of them got stabbed bad. They locked them all down. They let two Emmy from Texas and two Emmy from California back out to test the waters. They did it again. Crazy. You see what the end result was. Peace treaty. Neither one of them wanted that smoke with each other. Bet y'all didn't think it would end like that, huh?